Whoa. Whoops, I didn't mean to pause the music. I don't want to pause that music. It's so good. I want to jam to that music. It's maybe my favorite soundtrack. There's like iconic soundtracks and nostalgic soundtracks for me. Soundtracks. But this one's just a fucking bop, you know? Like a recent one, Clair Obscur. Very good. Very fitting for the game. And there's such emotion in it. And yet, you know, the lyrics, once you understand their meanings, they tell the story. It's good. But like this would make me want to go, you know, what more do you need? I don't understand music. It's what I'm getting at. It's so good. I like. We're gonna see if we can play this game with a controller, because I do not have enough desk space to be playing mouse and keyboard. Well, I'll have to move stuff around. I have a funny little string, and it's sitting where my keyboard should be. But I like it, so it stays there. And if I move it somewhere else, I'll forget it exists, and it'll stay there forever and just be trash. So it stays prominent, so I know I'm not throwing that out and it's not junk. It's a little string that I can tie knots into. And I want to see, my emotional support string. I want to see how many knots I can put into it. But it's tough. Okay, this is what I've learned while playing with this little string. It's really hard not to tie a knot. They're saying not too many times. It's difficult to prevent tying knots where there already is a knot. So is this just like a little ADHD toy I've given myself? Maybe. I gotta move it. You can't see what I'm doing, but we're concentrating so hard. No, it's just tying a knot next to it again. We just made the knot bigger. It doesn't even make two knots. It makes one big knot. How do I not knot a knot next to a knot? How do I knot a knot not near a knot? That makes sense in English. I don't know how I do this. Oh, I figured it out. I've done it. We've added a knot where there is no knot. Man, sailors had a tough time. What do you call me a goober for? I'm speaking English. I'm speaking the language. I probably should have opened Steam. I have no idea what's ahead of us in this game. I'm kind of hoping the mysteries I'm sure they'll get more difficult, right? I hope we partake in a bit longer of a mystery as well, instead of a bunch of small mysteries. It seems to be setting up that we we have like levels that are mysteries basically, and every time we complete levels, we prevent more people from going to the seance. But we will just have to wait and see. We have yet to even get to breakfast of the first day. I don't know. I'm excited to see which of these characters is going to be able to read Irish. My brethren. I wonder if any of them will... Probably none of them will be from Donegal. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, so I opened Steam and Pathologic 3 has come out. Uh-oh. Gonna have to do some reading on that at some point, because Pathologic is a fascinating game series.
The town has fallen victim to the plague.
Oh no, I don't want to hear your trailer. I believe this game went through like crazy development, where they came out with Pathologic 1 and it tells the full story. You play as 3 different characters. You can pick which character you play as. You play through the story, and depending on who you play as, you get a different story and a different perspective. Very cool. Then they made Pathologic 2, where they were like, the first game's kind of janky, so we want to make it a little better, and we'll like change up events. And I didn't get far enough into it to really see where they switch up events. But when I played it, they were like, we only have one of the characters playable currently. He's arguably the least interesting, because he's kind of the good guy coming back home to save his home. And he's framed for murder. Still an interesting story, and I'm sure it's a great game. They were gonna add the other characters later, because it was in like a beta or early access kind of thing. And then they just came out and were like, listen, we've been working on the second character, and it's so crazy and different, we're just gonna have to spin this off to another game. So they just like fully released Pathologic 2. They went, oops, it's only one character now. And now they've released the second character, and I think it has like so much new mechanics and all this stuff. So I'm curious to read up on it. And probably never play it, because a big part of that game is the fact that playing the game is misery. It is supposed to be a pain in the ass, and it is supposed to make you hate it for like 60 hours. But that's also so smart. It's why I'm so curious. Surely none of the reviews will be well written. I played Pathologic 2 on stream. I think I did like 1 or 2 streams of it, and then was just like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I've talked to everyone, and I'm stressed out. Is people are like, you gotta go talk to the mayor, and then you go talk to the mayor, and the mayor's like, well, you should go see this execution, and then we'll talk. And then you go see the execution, and then you come back, and the mayor's just gone. And you're like, where's the mayor gone? Everyone's like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I gotta talk to the mayor. And then you go around and you like do some other stuff. You like meet shady ass fucking people, and they're like, we want you to do crimes. And I'm like, I'm already accused of murder. I feel like I shouldn't do more crimes. And they're like, all right then, go talk to the mayor. And I'm like, I don't know where the fuck the mayor is. Crimes. It wasn't even good crimes. This was like, we need you to go kill some kids. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I go talk to the kids. I'm like, there's people trying to kill you. And they're like smoking a cigarette like, yeah, it's another day in Pathologic 2. And I'm like, cool. Do you need help? And they're like, no, not from a crazy murderer. I'm like, God, fuck. Shit's wild. Also, I'm neglecting to mention that between every one of these interactions is 20 minutes of walking around where you're getting hungry and like almost starving to death, and people are throwing rocks at you, calling you a murderer. It's an experience. I think there's like 12 days, and I got through day 1. I don't even know. I don't know if I made it to day 2. Delicious. Where is this game? Oh, it's over here. Let me do a little check on how much time I put in Pathologic. What order is the alphabet in? 2. Oh, I only put 4 hours into it. I was probably still on day 1 then. Cool. They got some of the Silent Hill musicians to do a song in Pathologic 3. That's cool. They're becoming like mainstream, so maybe I stay away from it. Let's put up this little mystery game where we're solving attempted murders and disappearances, and not just the disappearance of people, but apparently the disappearance of a whole ass person. Because Miss Dean, I think her name was, what's happening to the focus? see me. Her whole room is gone. At least we assume that's her room. I mean, someone disappears and then a room disappears. There's probably a correlation there. Spooky doorway. Whoops. That's the mute button. It's not fully on. Do you see this little continue thing? What's up with that? Oh, I know what's wrong with it. It's gone full screen. Okay, here we can get a better idea of orientation. Probably should have just not touched it. I probably set it up perfectly fine the first time. Okay, we can use controller, which is great. Looks much better zoomed out. I do not know what you mean by this. You tell me this looks worse? I'm confused. We ball. You're not sorry. You jest, silly. Women. I'm Michael. What? I need to save my brain power. We need to solve murders and mysteries and druid magic. Whoops. Sorry, I see the little bar of black on the side. Yeah, that's probably fine. I don't need to know how to play. I don't remember what we were doing. And I don't know any of the buttons because I've switched to controller, but we'll figure it out. It's fine. So we could talk to the druid about all his stuff. Specifically his beard, but we can talk about the sigils? Probably with the druid. There's one person on the list that does not want to talk about Miss Dean's room. Weirdly enough, playing this with a controller makes it feel like Paradise Killer. Okay, that's that button. How do we sprint? Okay, I gotta hold the left stick. Can we go see? I want to meet the young lord if I can. The little boy. I shouldn't have said it like that. Yo, she busted. What? Gardens, bathhouse, bar, atrium, dining room, staples. I assume everybody's gonna be here. We should probably, honestly, you know, now that I'm using my brain power, we should go back and talk to the like, fucking suspicious classes fellow about the missing room. This guy. What's his name? Mr. Varley.
Mr. Ward, I do hope the earlier commotion with the bird didn't disturb your rest.
I was awake.
There is breakfast in the dining hall from 9 a.m., located in the east corridor here. And your fellow guests will be giving talks throughout the day in the drawing room, located in the west corridor.
What does that mean? They're going to be giving talks?
Is there
everybody giving
anything
speeches
else
here?
I can help with?
Yeah, what's up with We'll just straight up ask about the room. Which room was assigned to Miss Dean? She was in room... It seems I would need to check my records. She had a southern view. I recall her complaining about the noise as new guests arrived. Though why that matters now that she is gone is beyond me. Okay. The door to room 15 it's missing. A missing door? Oh, you mean the rumors? Yes, it's long been said that Percival Blake walled up a scullery girl after she refused his advances. Then the same with her fiancé, who came looking for her? Percival Blake was documented as a jealous and bitterly angry man, so it is possible. But in the 100 plus years since his passing, no hidden rooms or walled up putties have been found. Man, truly. Certainly it predates the manor becoming a hotel, so I suspect it was not our room 15. Why the fuck would you mention it? Of course, the missing bodies were not found anywhere else either, so nothing can be entirely ruled out. Likely they fled here for a better life in the at that time, newly discovered America. There's more information on this and other topics in the library. Walled up lovers. That's fucking...
I need nothing.
freaky.
Certainly.
Alright. Certain topics can be researched in the library to uncover further information. Key research topics will always be found on the research desk. The bookshelves can be used to gain supplementary information. Topics can be learned from other characters, evidence, and other researched topics. Here he is. I assume this is where the ballroom... Okay, let's... I forget, like, what our objective is. His name was marked off Mrs. Erickson's list of magic people. Not use magic. So... fascinating. Alright. I guess let's go see... Was it the not the drawing room. Where were the talks going on? Maybe it was the drawing room. We gotta screw our brain on. Go look at the dining room first. Oh. It's out of meal times. Oh, is it not mealtime yet? Not yet. Okay. Bar. Open between the hours of 4 p.m. and midnight. A supply closet. Fuck. I ain't messing with no fucking weeping angels, alright? A locked oak door. I don't think it sees much use. From the memory of the outside, I suspect this leads to the Blake private residence. Alright. See what we can research. Take a little gander. Irish mythology, let's go. A collection of books on the 4 cycles of Irish mythology are here, alongside writings on supernatural sites and entities. Is there anything I want to look up? Nothing right now, sadly. Irish folklore, spiritualism, religion. A research desk. This will be useful if I want to look anything up. Blake, Percival Blake. We'll come back to this. Anything in here? Blake history, Irish history, world history, flora and fauna, medicine, sciences, psychology? Psychology. I guess let's go to breakfast. Thick shield. Wait, it's not open yet. What the fuck is everyone if they're not at breakfast? Did they just go back to their rooms? Lectern. The history. Okay, so this is when people are doing their talks. The other crowd. You know of ghosts, Catholic Mass, Irish mythology. History of the religion. Protestant service at 11 a.m. in the church. Is that only on Sunday or every day? I guess it's only on Sunday since the history of Blake Manor is happening today. I need to remember that things do pop out at you in this game. There are freaky things to see because I'm getting too comfortable. And the music's uneasy, but I'm going, I'm safe. The art's nice and colorful and fun. What were the other rooms we had to check out? Miss Dean's room.
Fat clit.
How dare you? You'll not scare me with that. Room 21. Room 21 and room 2. 21. Whoops. Did it listen? It's not locked. They must leave the unused bedrooms open. Goober. There's much scarier noises, but I'm used to them all. Oh, floorboards. Loose floorboard, but there's nothing underneath it. Shush, shush, shush. A whole box of matches has been lost under here. Sheets are rougher than my own. Oh, what was that? 7 years bad luck right there. I'm not sure that this is Miss Dean's room. I'm just gonna... What on earth? What happened here? Was this cracked when I first came in here? No. Well, let's get the fuck out of there. Let us skedaddle. I guess we should look around for room 2. I assume room 2 will be on the first floor. Where there are no rooms on the first floor. Seven to 12, room 6, room 5, room 1, 2, and 3. The gents. You say this room is listed as unoccupied. Oh, okay. Listen. Does every room have loose floorboards? We're checking the loose floorboards every time. The Book of Ghost Tales. I don't see an author listed. Weird. Found a children's toy under the bed in room 2. I wonder if they're from a young master or previous guest. Book of Spooky Stories for Children. The pages on vampires are folded in. Wait. We don't have vampires in Ireland. Room 15 is the only one I've yet to try. Ah, yes, the room that doesn't exist. I don't fuck with those noises. You know, half of me is like, this is a bit of a pointless hallway. The other half of me is going, some of the rooms are just non-existent. So I wonder if this used to lead somewhere and probably will lead somewhere at some point. Suspicious. And then I'm going to, yeah, I can't enter this room, so. Check out the bathroom. Have you solved the mystery yet? Yeah, whole mystery's done. We're doing New Game Plus. Seeing if it's different, you know? I heard you can get better guns and stuff. Better loot in New Game Plus, so I'm getting ready for PvP mode. Getting ready for online play, you know? Alright, what to do now? Where to go? The music is ominous, but it weirdly puts me in a state of calm. Where does this go? Oh, it goes back to the library. We're just getting a lay of the land right now. Ooh, can I enter the women's toilet? Probably shouldn't. But I could. Probably should not. But I could. Jess was trying to scare me with sound effects. Doesn't work. I'm a man of unbreakable steel. Alright, I guess we'll fucking talk to... God damn it. We'll talk to the druid. I could just tell another Gilman story as the joke. What's a good one? He was telling me about a friend of his that just died a couple months ago, but they haven't done a funeral for him yet because the wife has been too busy because they're like big money people. So she didn't want to cancel her plans to run a funeral for him. So he's been checking out the obituaries, waiting to see when his name comes up so he can go to his friend's funeral. But he was also telling me that this friend he's known from school, and they used to do 5-year reunions with the whole, like, their whole class or whatever. And before going to it, they would go to the friend's house for, like, pre-drinks and stuff like this and party. And this is, like, real rich people stuff, to the point where the pre-drinks, they would hire a bartender and, like, a chef to make food and stuff. And so he, like, wanted to get away from it for a little bit and was hiding in the kitchen. And the dog came in, a big fancy dog. And he's petting the dog. He's like, this is a good dog, yada, yada. The wife comes in of his friend. And she said the dog came right up to her crotch and started, like, sniffing it or something. She looks at him and goes, this dog's about the only one that'll do that to me around here. And he goes into detail saying she's insinuating that the husband doesn't eat her pussy. And this was the first day that I'd driven with this guy. He's my driver for work. And I'm sitting in the back going, oh yeah? That's crazy. And he's like, yeah, you know what's crazier? Yes. This was before lunch, I think. He goes, you know what's crazier? I almost went down on my knees there and offered my services. And so he's like, I'm looking at the obituaries, half waiting to see when my friend's funeral is going to be, so I can, like, you know, give him a farewell. But also, his wife was always sweet on me, and she has a lot of money. But she doesn't like golfing, so I'm not sure. Yeah. I've known him for more days. I've done 2 weeks with it, so I've done 4 full days total with him at this point. But this story was on my first day with him. Yeah, so I have a lot of stories about this man that he's detailed. I got all this info. Yeah, I have a lot of information about him. Fascinating man, truly. Very open.
There you are now.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but do I know you?
No, I never said such. Just plainly, there you are, and you are.
You have me there, sir.
Sir, I'm no knight. I'm done enough in, and you can call me such. I'm a proud
That's
traveller,
my name.
protector of these lands.
That's the D of Mickey D. Oh, he's a fucking traveler.
Noted. I am Declan Ward. Also, not a knight.
Good to meet you, lad.
I like him. I hope he's a nice person.
For the seance.
Yes and no. I'm here because of the seance, but not for it. I have no urge to speak to the dead. I doubt they have much comfort to offer up. What interests me is those people who want to speak to the dead. How they intend to do it, and more,
You know, that's an interesting
what
point
they
of
will be
view.
doing afterwards to clean up their mess. These rich people, they think because they force themselves on these lands, they can do what they want to them. It won't stand. The land won't let it, and neither will I.
We've already analyzed him. Do you think... Do you think he knows anything about the dreams? Have you had any odd dreams since getting here? Strange dreams? Funny you say that. I don't recall the dreams, but I woke this morning with both a wanting to stay and a wanting to get the hell out of this place. Sure, how am I meant to do both? I wouldn't say that's a direct match for the dreams Miss Dean and I had. It's close, but not enough. Do you know anything about... Can I not ask him about the sigils? I guess not. I would think the druid would be the person to ask about the sigils. Does he know anything about Evelyn? Have you met Miss Dean? Who? I've not met anyone with that name yet. Okay, well... Any strange occurrences? Have you witnessed any strange occurrences since you got here? There's whisperings coming from the fireplace. That's strange enough for you? Probably just the old chimney, but it sounds like it's asking home. So weird. Let's just ask him about his drip. You have quite the ornate belt. Do you like it? I killed and skinned the deer myself. My cousin Connor helped me shape the tin. That man is fierce handy with a ball hammer. Okay, well, cool. What does your staff signify? It signifies that I'll bash you if you come near me or mine. No, you mind what they say, lad. There are still plenty of snakes in Ireland. I like this guy. What does that mean? I assume that has to do with a reel you sent me. Jess has sent me a couple reels on Instagram, and one of the messages, completely out of context, says, I know you're streaming right now, but damn, where are the nipples? I have to assume it has to do with a reel. I hope it doesn't have to do with my nipples, because those are rarely shown on stream. That's an unusual crown you wear. Crown? That's the pale speaking in you, lad. It's a circlet. It's a sign of me station as a druid, a protector of this land and its inhabitants. Get out of me, man. I'm just trying to clarify if you want to see my nipples on stream, or if you're sending me something about nipples. Crown. You say you're a druid? Ah, as much as anyone can be. The Catholics don't leave much trace of the old days, but I've pieced together a tradition that feels alright to me, and call it druidism. No more made up than anything else, mind. For the most part, I just treat all natural things as equal in value. People, plants, animals, and places. Real places, the wild and such. Not man-made intrusions like this manor. Bloody eyesore. Redeem a fit check. You're too close to the next hour.
No,
Only do something if you want, not because you should.
Fair enough. Okay, so he has to move now, I assume. And he's still here. We could finish up talking to him, or we could go see everybody in the dining hall. I thought that was a big spider web for a second. Kind of scared me. I just want to ask him one last
And
question.
you're back.
Never mind. 2 questions. What is the code you live by? There's nothing fancy. I try to treat all people, creatures, places as equal. I leave no traces. I burn safely, and I leave my share for the other folks. You sport an uncommon look. A man is only truly free when he is free of the opinion of others. Alright, well.
no, I should go.
Only do
It's still the
something
same
if you
day?
want,
Yes, we're still on the first day.
not
Which is curious, because today is the 28th, I think? Maybe it's the 29th. Whatever. She's back. Maybe she never left. I think the dining hall is this way. Yes.
Hello again, sir. You here for the meal?
Yes.
Certainly, sir. Let me show you to your seat.
So we went looking for Miss Dean's room. Couldn't find it. The only one we can't
If you're
confirm
looking
she
for a
wasn't
seat,
in
you're welcome to join
probably
us.
means
I'm sure my companion here won't mind.
it's her room. Is room 15, and the reason we couldn't investigate it is because room 15 is just entirely gone. Weird. When we asked fucking Farley or whatever his name is, he was like, we've never had a room 15. That you know, we might have one missing room, but that's because the old master 100 years ago had a bad breakup and locked her in a room and like sealed the door. But that's just a made up story, and that's before the hotel even existed. So why would it be room 15 if it was before the hotel existed? So not a lot to go on yet.
Why not? I'm being educated on the specifics of tomorrow evening's seance. and why, apparently, is so impressive.
So tomorrow's the seance? That means tomorrow's the 31st? That means today's the 30th? This takes a lot of time, but I'll join him.
Declan Ward, pleased to meet you both.
Allow me to introduce Mrs. Olivia Darcy, and I am Lloyd Dupre.
Would you believe that he's somewhat of an expert on all things related to death?
Is he a doctor?
She means I am an undertaker.
More than that, evidently. We were just talking about this grand seance, and I'm trying to understand what it is that makes it so grand. All seances are used to speak to ghosts. Is that not the entire point of them? So, wherein lies the distinction? Surely, if Miss Mantovani has held a seance before, then she has also made a ghost talk before.
And Tavani is the one holding it, okay?
No, though I understand the confusion. We have gotten close to that feat, parallel to it, but direct communication has not been achieved.
Now, what does that mean?
Seances are used to invite a ghost to communicate, and to provide a means for them to do so. In the most successful cases, the spirit speaks through the medium themselves. But those cases are debunked at worst, and uncorroborated at best. There is no way to prove beyond doubt that the medium did not make it up.
You know, I'm thinking, as much as I like that druid fella, his story is a great way to cover up if you're on the run and you're like filthy. You just say you're a druid and like blend in with the crowd. Be like, yeah, I'm stinky. And I don't know how your culture works, but that's because I'm not a part of your culture, alright? I talk about the free people, the others.
Now, in any records of direct sightings, and this is true of my own encounters, the ghosts cannot speak for themselves. Miss Mantovani intends to...
Oh dear, I've made a right hames of this. Don't fret, nothing's broke.
Oh, do you need help, Mrs. Joyce?
No, he's not gotten into a fight or fucked things up royally yet, so there's no way he's Starlorn.
Oh no, sir, thank you. I managed to drop it. I can manage to pick it back up, I'm sure.
We just yoink her key? Fuck it. Just yoink someone's key. It did draw my eye when it was on the table.
What a ruckus.
That poor woman. Anyway, where was I? Yes. The hope is that Miss Mantovani, with the right time, place, and people around her, will cut out the middleman, or middlewoman in this case, and have the spirit speak for itself.
Is that really possible?
Tomorrow night, the veil between worlds will be at its thinnest, and it's especially thin here, in this part of the country. Then, the hotel. It's not without its storied history, plenty of uncrossed souls in these walls. That, of course, is where the danger lies.
I am
Danger?
the danger.
Spirits aren't to be trifled with. That gets forgotten sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not going to
But
interrupt.
no one has ever truly been hurt by a spirit, as I hear it. When that has happened, it's been proven to be the work of charlatans. Their tools getting out of hand. Isn't that right?
While it isn't common, I'm afraid that's not exactly true, my dear. I've seen it myself. Provoked spirits can be dangerous.
Perhaps I'll stand farther back from the proceedings than I initially planned. But I don't think I'm done with my questions, Mr. Dupre. I want to know more about your practice. After breakfast, would you join me for some air out front?
Oh, we also have a strong assumption that two of the staff
It
are
would be
hooking
my
up.
pleasure.
But I could have sworn I'd left my key here. Maybe I dropped it. I'm sorry, Mr. Dupre. We will have to postpone that
No idea.
conversation. Once we're finished here, I'll need to go to reception and ask whether anyone has turned in my key.
Of course, madam. I'll be in the courtyard, should you find time to join me.
Okay, what was her... Was her room? The 13? 13. One of the rooms that we looked into that we thought might have been Miss Dean's room was like super dusty, so it hadn't been cleaned in a while, but it had like a couple... It was like a discarded wine bottle or something was under the bed. And then they had tried to burn a note that said, you know... let's just find it, actually. Yeah, we got a master key. Is that it? There was also like a note in there that was very clearly like staff marking when their boss is doing his routes. 13 goes to 12. 13's over here. Lucky 13, let's go gambling. I've encouraged the noise as soon as I said it.
Let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! 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 Aw.
We can draw on it. Can we draw the Triforce in here? I don't think so. I don't think so. That is what she said. Time to show off your art skills. More like my fart skills. I don't think the mic picked it up. It was quiet. This pot has been knocked over. Art stream when? I don't know. I was going to do that with Jess, but she doesn't want to be on stream, so... We'll figure it out. We'll do a Pokemon art stream at some point. Spiritualism. Seems targeted to the inexperienced. Oh, schedule. Miss Darcy's schedule for this weekend. I have noted her movements in my timetable. Okay, sick. A Protestant cross. Notes she's making about the event, but they seem less academic in nature and more of a work of fiction. Interesting there. Those blasted dreams of home. I don't want to go home. Not after what happened. I want a new life. Huh? There's a loose page slipped in here. Medical search showing Miss Darcy was bedbound for some time in the autumn of last year with a cold. The doctor listed it as medical code UO33, whatever that means. I wonder if we can research that in the library. Rather racy letters to Mrs. Darcy's husband. They don't seem to be written by Miss Darcy herself. Does that writing look familiar? Are there any similarities between these letters? Yeah. Matches. It seems Miss Dean is the author of these letters to Mr. Darcy. Cheating whore. So Miss Darcy has a connection to Miss Dean, one with an inbuilt motive. Schlitz. Sorry. Having a wee drink. Wee drink to herself. Doesn't look like it's been holding anything other than water. Ah. You bookmarked partway through. Books appear to be read many times. Why does everybody have fucking poison? Why on earth does Miss Darcy have a bottle of thallium? Oh my goodness. Information on the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. It seems rather rudimentary reading for a fully fledged member. Oh, I wanna look at the nightstand. Just another book. And I can't check the bed. Okay. Let's go check out the library, which I think is downstairs. I don't think I know. So, let's see. History, world history, flora and fauna, medicine. I think I want to look up. Look up Miss Darcy's medical code. Let's go. It says here the code is used to indicate Oh no. Spontaneous abortion or miscarriage. It seems the condition being listed as a bad cold is a euphemism. Well, we have something to talk to Miss Darcy about. Hey, Miss Darcy, why you got poison in your room? Also, I heard you lost a baby. must have sucked. We can eavesdrop.
Yes, ma'am.
I seem to have misplaced my room key.
I see. Let us see what we can do about that for you. Now, where has that spare key gotten to?
Whoops. Let's analyze her. Just bring that up, dog. Literally watch me. Disdain. She does not seem impressed with something. The event, the attendees, or me, perhaps? An intricate brooch, perhaps representing something. Unless dainty than one would expect such a lady to wear. Tan lines. Evidence of a ring worn for a long time and since removed. Damn. Olivia Darcy hypothesis. We're just gonna hypothesize that she's had a divorce? I think she got divorced because her husband was getting saucy letters. Think, Declan, think. Olivia Darcy's goal is to poison Miss Dean, Evelyn, as revenge for the... I don't know. is to murder Miss Dean as revenge for the affair that occurred while she had a cold? That's an awful time to cheat on your wife. When she was suffering from a miscarriage is insane. You should kill your husband if you haven't already.
Mrs. Darcy wants to murder Miss.
Don't say this out loud, Declan. Not that. Don't say it out
confront her
loud.
about this.
Okay, we can do that.
Mr. Ward, you come back to me.
Confront. So, she wants to talk to her dead baby? You gonna fucking say to your dead baby, sorry. Like, I understand grieving and all that, but it's a seance, You're not gonna raise it. I mean, you're raising it from the dead, but what kind of fucking conversation are you planning to have with it,
What a dark horse you are, Mr. Ward. But for what purpose? Why go to all this trouble? Would you mock me? Or do you mean something worthwhile by it?
She did kill her husband.
I confess.
I mean, hell
killed my
yeah.
husband.
Queen Slay.
I did. It seemed to me there was nothing else I could do.
We need to get people's keys more often. Like, this... She went from being like, we just had breakfast with her, to she's killed her husband and she kind of needs to go to jail.
Everything he put me through. I saw nothing but red until he was cold. in the
Mr.
ground.
Varley is just like, I'm
And
gonna
then
pretend I
thought,
don't hear this conversation
only
so I
him
don't
who
have to
wronged
do any
me.
work.
There was the woman, too, who had caught his attention. She must
You don't know
have
that
known.
if she knew. So you
Our
don't know that.
Evelyn Dean. So yes, I came here under his name, intent on finding her. To this forsaken backwater on the west coast of nowhere.
Whoa.
To do something terrible to her. But now...
I have no child. Actually, I have this little child.
Now,
Also, hello,
I
Sava.
don't think I wish as much vengeance as I thought.
Look, I have Rainbow Slug. And it makes good noises. Oh, you can't hear the noises. What if I talk while doing the noises? Child. I have more children to show off, I guess. I have one more. I don't know where the other one went.
But since I've been here, I didn't really believe in ghosts and magic before all this, you know. But I'll tell you this. I do.
Oh, she wants to talk to the husband?
My husband is haunting me. I don't want vengeance, but I do want to be rid of him. And maybe he'll be content if he has her
That's
for
a terrible
company.
reason. This woman's a roller coaster.
Well, there's no need to resort to such things, Mrs. Darcy. Let me see if I can do something about your husband.
Declan, what are you gonna do about this?
Chance would be a damn fine thing.
I forgot he's a priest. Act on Olivia Darcy.
Mr. Ward.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even know you were live. Thank you for the raid. Hello, everybody. Thank you. We're playing an Irish game. So you're sticking with the Irish theme. I am also Irish. I know I don't have the accent. He was live. I also got back from work and immediately went live. So I have not been looking at Twitch. What were you playing? What were the vibes? Were you singing some music, perhaps? I think we have to figure out how to perform an exorcism on this lady. It's gone a little crazy quite quickly. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii is so good. I never finished the story. That's the only Yakuza game story I haven't finished, but that game's so good. I love Yakuza. You really want to play this game? It's great. We're not much further than last time you guys were tuned in. I love Honolulu. It's my favorite song. Cha 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 cha. Yeah, that's what burned me out on Pirate Yakuza. Is I did all of the side stuff and still had like half of the story to go. And I was like, I'm not the most interested. The story will probably make me cry if I finish it. Because the side games, the spin-off games tend to do that. But I never finished it. So maybe get you a laptop. Yeah, you do. I don't know if you have any other consoles. It might be on them. I don't really know what this game is on. Seems like it would make a good Switch game. How the hell are we supposed to figure out how to perform an exorcism? Well, you played and you're still only on day 2? We haven't played that much. We've progressed like an hour so far in game. We did uncover another murder attempt on Evelyn Dean, though, which is a little ridiculous. That's 2 ladies have shown up with poison to try to kill her. We just ate breakfast, yeah. Guy made me weep. Yeah. I ugly cried, and I was wearing a stupid dinosaur costume at the time. Great times. It's like real time. It's not real time, but it's anytime you like interact with something, you see it has like a little clock symbol and a 1, so that takes a minute to interact with. Some of them take longer. Like breakfast took us.
This area is off limits for guests.
All right, Mr. Varley. Okay, it is the 30th. Breakfast took us like 20 minutes to go through. Ooh, that's a good. That's a good question. Probably after. Although I've played original 3, so like I know the story of 3. It'd probably be good just to get like a rerun of it. Wasn't Dupree meant to be here? Oh, he's in the front courtyard. Okay. We don't know where anyone else is. Yeah, you might be right. I didn't really think about that. Cause like with Kiwami 2, I didn't play original 2, so I played through Kiwami 2 and then I played the Majima side story. And it was pretty nuts, but it might be better to play Mine's story first and then play through 3. I'll probably play through the base game first, just because I want to play Kiryu again. I'm so excited for that game. Ricky, my boy Ricky. Crush my soul. And I'm so curious what they do with all the orphans. How the hell do we enact an exorcism? Culprit. Darcy. Miss Darcy came to the event planning to take revenge on Miss Dean for the affair she had with her husband. Best character. While her venom is faded, her husband's ghost is compelling her to go through with it. If I can resolve the haunting, then Mrs. Darcy would have no reason to harm Miss Dean. Exorcism. Okay, we can talk. I guess we should talk to the Frenchman if he's still there. We'll go check out Dupree later. Cabaret minigames. Ugh. What was that? What was it like in 3? Frenchman's gone. Do we know where the Frenchman's at? Was it also like in 2 where you're just like time managing them? I think 3 is where you do you like dress them up, right? You go through that whole montage. That was a great stream moment where I made Shannon. No, we don't know his schedule at all. I made Shannon join the stream to help me dress up the cabaret girl, and then I just undid it all after sitting there for like an hour. Alright, Yakuza's fun. It was a great time. All those VODs exist. I don't know if the exclamation point YouTube command will work, but those VODs are right there. That's it. Mickey D's Vault of Streams. I did it twice. I do know I did it twice. I don't remember when the second time was. I always enjoy recommending the old Yakuza VODs to people when they're playing Yakuza for the first time so they can see my reaction to the mad shit that happens while they're reacting to the mad shit that happens. It's a blast. He's got a nice flower. Fine clothes and jewelry. He's well dressed and it's evident he can afford some luxury. Oh, he's got tattoos. Love the YouTube name. It's great. It's terrible for recommending it to people because it's just so long. But, you know, it's a VOD channel, so who cares? Have some fun. I finally crafted a tattoo in a design I don't recognize. Interesting.
Hello again, my friend.
I'm crying, and I'm trying to keep it together. And then I discover that same VOD is when I discover Honolulu for the first time. It's my favorite karaoke song now. What's up with your tattoos, bro? That's an unusual tattoo, if I might ask about it. Oh, it's Mammon Bridget's Vive Hermark. Considered a devotional symbol. I'm an Ungin of hers, a priest as such. She's our Loa of life and death, I suppose. Your analogy to a Loa would be a saint. Okay. Oh, I don't know what the sound effect would be. Is that trumpets that's making that noise? She is born of your pagan goddess Bridget. Her believers took her with them when they fled to America. I guess the journey changed her for want of a better way to explain it. Interesting. The goddess Bridge. Sick. That's some cool art. You should have that tattooed on you somewhere. Do you know how to perform an exorcism? Yeah, that's a valid response. I do, for my sins. Actual banishment is hard. Death failed to remove the spirit. What can we do more than her? Laying a soul to rest is the easier and kinder method of being rid of one. But when that is not an option, which is often the case with angry spirits, then we trap a soul and take that fetter to a faraway place. The Gulf of Mexico is littered with ghosts. They are harmless to us there. Tell me, are you asking theoretically or actually? Actually. What do you need? Mrs. Darcy believes she is being haunted by her late husband, and she seems to be at her wit's end. I understand you're well versed in such matters. Do you think you'd be able to help her? My, I had the impression there was something troubling her, but I didn't know it was quite that serious. I can help, of course, but I'll need an item of Mr. Darcy's, something that would have been considered emotionally valuable to him. I'll try to find something that could work. Let me know just as soon as you have it. It'd be better not to linger, okay?
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
Yeah, the Yakuza games are great. The Yakuza games were my original stream games. So, unfortunately, not all of the VODs are there because I was playing the Yakuza games on stream before the VOD channel existed. But you can see most of them are there. I don't think 0 and 1 the channel. Which 0 could be
Mr.
arguably one of the
Ward,
best.
You come back to me.
And I've not played Judgment 2 yet. I still have to play Judgment 2. I own it. I just haven't played it. Lost Judgment, I think it's called. Oh, I can't ask her for something of her husband's? Oh, could it, the letters? Okay,
That was all.
Good day, Mr.
That was my favorite until Honolulu. Actually, Judgment is up there too. I love Judgment. Yeah, Judgment. Machine Gun Kiss is another great one. I don't think I could do Machine Gun Kiss. Like justice. My brain was stuck on Judgment. I knew that wasn't right. There's a lot. I mean, there's so many
Hello
Yakuza
again,
songs.
my friend.
Beautiful butterfly. So I can't talk to him about the letters?
Not at all.
Alright, let's see. Mr. Dupree says that he needs something of considerable emotional value to Mr. Darcy to exorcise his ghost. If he was cheating on his wife, I suspect I won't find anything there. With his mistress, though? We don't... Okay. Different machine gun sound. Oh, we can just go to his room. Yeah, let's check out his room. Well, last time we explored someone's bedroom, we found out they were planning to kill someone, so... A valiant attempt. Yakuza songs are just great. And so are the minigames. And so are the stories, and the characters, and the gameplay, and the graphics, and the studs all run. I mean, I guess that's in characters, but like, you know what I'm talking about. We all know where their nipples are. That sounds weird out of context, but I promise there's context. Which song are you going to karaoke IRL? Judgment. Unless Shannon isn't there. Judgment I can only sing alongside Shannon. So if she's not there, then... Well, I guess Honolulu is also a duet song, in a way. It's a goth bar. Well, the original plan when we started playing Yakuza was we were going to go to Japan and sing karaoke on one of those karaoke machines. I'm still not entirely convinced that the places in Yakuza aren't real. People have tried to tell me, but I have my theories. But Goth Bar would be a good place to do some karaoke. Mr. Dupree's travel papers from the United States. Is this a little ticket? Luggage ticket for Bay 46. There's a symbol scrawled on the back. A sigil, like the ones from my dreams. What is this sigil? There we go. Oh, we can't ask him about this. Depicts a sigil. Bunch of goth bartenders judging. I need you to understand that as someone who bartended in a karaoke bar, there's no judgment. As long as it's just pain. Judging someone would mean that there's occasionally good people singing. That doesn't happen in a karaoke bar. Sotenbori is Dotenbori? Whoa. I believe it. I want to go. I must have been missing those times. I guess I wasn't there. I don't know. Who's he drawing? They look like Evelyn Dean. Well, what the fuck is everybody's obsession with this woman? Trapped you in the booth? Yeah, Jess kept coming up to me while we were in Goth Bar because they were having karaoke night. Every time she went to the bathroom, she would come back and go, "Are you ready? You're up next." But we have a deal now where if I sing karaoke, she has to sing karaoke. So I think I'm pretty safe. I thought you were gonna say I went to Queer Bar in Astoria and everyone knew you. I thought you were gonna hit me with one of those. I don't know why. I just I was reading that message so sure I knew how it ended. Lies. Of course. My bad. Evelyn Dean. Newspaper? Don't care about his newspaper. An exchange between Miss Mantovani and Mr. Dupree arranging a meeting for this weekend to discuss funeral rites. Miss Mantovari is the one that's holding the seance. The meeting is scheduled for 6 p.m. in the drawing room after Miss Mantovari's talk, which is at 5 p.m. Perhaps I could listen in. I think that's a great idea, Declan. Maybe they did. We'll never know. Schedule for the sweet. We've got his schedule. A beautiful statuette that seems to represent death in some way or another. The words Maman Brigitte are engraved in delicate lettering on her necklace. Yeah, it must be real delicate. Drinks were mid though. They also made their own Italian sausage on their pizza. I don't think the pizza place we went to was a queer bar. That was a pizza place. The same image from my dream. Another person has experienced the same dream as Miss Dean and I. Can I find 2 more? How is it possible? It's uncanny. Evelyn Dean is the spitting image of my dearly departed friend. I thought her a ghost at first. It cannot be a coincidence, us meeting like this. I am being asked, no, compelled to act upon this message. That cannot be allowed to happen. I'll write of it no more. I cannot dwell, cannot feed the urge. The urge? What is happening to you, Mr. Dupree? Great question. Night after night I see this, but why? Thank God all these people in mystery games are holding journals. A new urn filled with ashes. Mr. Dupree must have lost somebody recently. Oh, we know why he's going to the seance now. Irish mythology, let's go. There's a note on the inside of the cover. To the devil on my shoulder, I hope you enjoy this book. Thank you for wanting to read it and for seeing me truly, always. Your best friend, L. A priest? Here he is. Can we just check out all of these rooms? Dr. Rory Callahan is staying. We can. Let's just snoop. We'll snoop in this room, and then we'll go back and talk to... Oops!
Sir? How exactly did you get into my room?
He has a conspiracy board.
I promise you, there's nothing in here that would be of value to a common thief.
A common thief. But
if you have a better justification, you can give it to the manager.
I'm one of the fail states in the game. You were evicted from Blake Manor as a result of your actions. 2 of the people in the manor survived? Thank Christ there's autosaves. It's really good autosave. Are you supposed to kill everyone? No, the opposite. So we didn't know that they were gonna die, but I'll show you. I'm lost. Where's the man? Which button's the man? Where are we? Okay, I'll show you now. So every time we've convinced someone not to go to the seance, we've gotten a little cutscene of this weird machine ticking down. This machine. So you can see it's a little bit red because we've convinced 2 people not to go. So I guess we need to convince everyone not to go, and then they won't die, apparently. But we also need to solve the mystery of where Miss Dean went, you know? So maybe it's worth letting a couple people bite the dust. Who knows?
Hello again, my friend.
My friend. What's up with... Actually, let's like softball it first. Let's be like, do you know Evelyn? Have you met Miss Dean? I believe I have met everyone here. I don't know her particularly well. Everyone here is new to me, but I gather she is a powerful practitioner and a woman with complicated connections to many here. I suppose that it is to be expected when one is at the top of one's game. It's weird that we can ask him about this question. Do you recognize this woman? Well, of course, that's... No, sorry, that's Miss Dean, isn't it? I should be able to make a distinction. I should. What's up with this? Were you close with Miss Dean, Mr. Dupree? Miss Dean? No, I dare say she looked right through me. She looks uncannily like my dearly departed friend, you see. Each time I see her, it's like, well, the grief feels fresh. Oh. Why is there someone else we can ask about the urn? I guess that's got to be L that sent him the letter. Someone mentioned to me that you had an urn with you when you arrived at the manor, Mr. Dupree. Indeed, I do, Mr. Ward. It contains a being of true menace. Really? I speak naturally of my dearest friend. She'd wanted her ashes scattered in her home country, you see. I must admit, however, that I'm taking my time. I still have hope that I might see her one last time before laying her to rest. I'm not really getting a lot from this. Have you been having the strange dreams? Have you now? I'll confess to some strange patterns, yes. Mine started with classic Celtic iconography around the hotel. Standing stones, spirals, all that. It was all in the manor walls at first, but the more often I dream it, the more I'm seeing the same elements, but in my funeral parlor at home. That sounds unnerving. At first I found it quite comforting. The views of home are crystal clear and helped me with my homesickness. But once I realized I could not reach home, then yes, unnerving. I could only ever find my way to the seance, or what I took to represent that, at least. It's given some apprehension about attending, I cannot lie. Everybody's been here for different amounts of time. So, like, the druid hasn't been here that long because he never met Miss Dean. She was gone by the time he got here. So, everybody's varied. I've already been here the longest, at least from the guests. Any longer, and I fear this place will get its claws in me for good. You're too close to the next hour. Okay, so you have to pass time.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. But I won't keep you.
So now that we're at the top of the hour, we'll play a little cutscene, and time progresses, which means all the NPCs move around, and different things will be available. There might be a talk going on now. We should check out the, Actually, can we just check the schedule? That's next hour. Okay. We can see everybody that we've learned schedule. Who is... We go check to the Hunter, I guess. It's a lovely place. Yeah, we've been here for a day, and we're already being asked to perform an exorcism. I wonder if that's a sigil. We're gonna try to draw this on Miss Dean's bedroom wall. Her bedroom is missing. Fuck you, Mr. Varley. I don't like him. I don't trust him. What's this? Oh, analyzer. Hand-me-down Irish keepsake. An old brooch in an Irish style. The image is that of an old oak tree. Foreign fashion mixed with local, either in an attempt to blend in or out of practicality. She is wearing local fashion along with what I assume as her usual clothes. Okay, well, welcome back. It was room 15, so we've gone the wrong way? We can just... yeah, we can go this way. Now, it doesn't look like we can draw it, but maybe we can do it upside down. It doesn't look like we can draw it upside down either. It's not square enough. There's not enough things. We need to be able to draw a thing in the middle. Okay. Do you think Rory's left his room? Who's this? Mr. O'Meara. Towers is such a curious addition. That's a vampire. That man's a vampire. Fuck. I wonder if we... surely we don't just look up exorcisms in the library. I mean, we already know how to... We just need Dupree's help, but we need a keepsake, which is tied to Evelyn, so we need to get into her room. Alright, let's talk to you.
Hey!
Hey!
Don't sneak up on people like that!
I approached you from your front.
If you were the porter with my telegram, sure. But no, just some guy getting too close. Who are you, anyway?
Sorry to alarm you, miss. I'm Declan Ward. I'm a late arrival.
Oh, the guy Queen called out this morning. That must have felt good, yes? I am Inês Barbosa.
Barbosa.
This place is boring and cold. But the boat over from Brazil was worse. So I won't complain.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if she also knows about... I guess she doesn't. The Lady Death. You been having weird dreams? Have you experienced any strange dreams since coming here? Just the one dream since coming here, which is odd enough itself. I walk the halls of this place. Well, not these halls. They look similar, but longer, taller. I try to find a way out, a way home, I think. Even though I myself will not return to Brazil. There are doors blocking the corridor itself. I had to move, something like light, to unlock them. I think. I do not understand that part. Eventually, I am at the seance and can go no further. Do you mean something like that? Funny enough, exactly like that. A second person experiencing not just odd dreams, but specifically variations on the same dream. One more would confirm my theory. I feel like we have enough. 4 people having the same exact ominous dream is enough to go on. Do you know Evelyn? Do you know Miss Dean? No more than I know you, but already I do not like her. She knows too much. What business is it of hers to know so much? She is like a spy or a thief, or maybe she has spies and thieves in her employ. Whatever the case, she is a sneak to be watched. I just ask her what her timetable. What are your plans for this weekend, Miss Barbosa? I will spend some time in the telegraph room. It is peaceful there, even when I'm not waiting on a message. There are thereabouts. I like the lobby or atrium too. There you see people coming and going. I'm meeting Dupree in the gardens at 12. Then I will see Thea's talk at 3. I think she will spend it telling everyone they are wrong to be here. That I want to see. After that, I will rest in my room before Mantovani talks at 5, which I intend to see. Maybe it can make some sense of all this. After which is dinner, then the masked... I thought you said basketball. I was like, oh shit, we're fucking throwing down. Then the masked ball. Imagine my surprise to find a mini carnival here. Then on Sunday, I will spend the morning recovering from the party, I think. Except, God, there is a mass at 12. Mr. Coventry's talk at 5 I will go to before that lunch. Then there's a silent dinner at 8. What to expect from it in the seance, I do not know. I think I'll take an hour in my room beforehand, I think, to prepare myself. Alright, wow. We fucking ballin'. Yeah, any strange occurrences? I suppose I will confess to you that the footprints seem strange. When it rains, sometimes I see footsteps on the floors, but never coming in from outside. They're always leaving. I assume somebody has turned around for something, but still, it is strange. Okay, creepy. Guys, we should all get the fuck out of here. Your brooch, it looks to carry a story. It was my father's, or maybe his mother's. He didn't bring much with him when he left Ireland. And he had even less on him the day he died, defending my mother. My mother took this and ran. She passed it to me so I would have something of his. Oh, so she wants to talk to her dead dad. She has her weekend planned, and she laid it out after calling me a creep who sneaks up on women. She was like, here's exactly when I will be alone this weekend. In my room. I noticed you're picking up some of the local fashion. I left in a hurry and packed light. What would you have me do, freeze? Alright, well, sorry. I didn't mean to come out over as such an asshole.
Oh, if you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
Retrieve the telegram. And investigate our room. Let's just go... I don't think we have access to her room. Yeah, no. The porter. Is that the young fella? We know his schedule, don't we? Actually we don't. God damn it. He could be anywhere. Let's go check out the garden, I guess. I don't know if I've forgotten any leads that we have. Never went to the stables. I think the garden goes there. I don't know how else to get to the stables. What's this room? Just really quickly. Supply closet. Okay, there's probably nothing interesting in there. Also, these have definitely moved back. There's some weeping angel shit going on here. Will it happen again? No. Of course. Of course. You're gonna make me think I'm crazy. You're gonna make me think I'm going crazy. I've gone loopy. But I've not. I know I've not. I know I got my head screwed on right. I'm sorry, though. Don't kill me first. Kill me, like, second, I guess. Bathhouse is closed for the winter months. Yeah. What's this chair knocked over? Are there Umas? I was told I'm not allowed to install it on Steam. But I've been playing it on my phone, and I did 2 careers, I think. Honestly, I have no idea. I think no, numbers go burr. Numbers go burr, and girls go racing. The young... Oh, no. Who's this? Look at the fucking... That's a bombastic side-eye he's giving me. Can I analyze the side-eye? No. I can analyze the side eye. Distracted look and eyes. Something about his eyes gives me the impression he's only half in the room. Have you run Haru yet? No idea. I ran the 2 3-stars I have. I got 2 3-star girls. So one of them is all about her fancy nails. That was the first one I did, and I think it did pretty good. I like finished her career and then went to like an EX mode or some shit. And then the other one was like a whole Unity thing where I was actually racing the team. And that one didn't go as well. The small pink one. I don't think so. What about me tells you that I would go for the small pink one? Well dressed, expensive attire, but nothing flashy. He's wealthy, but doesn't care if people know it or not. Powder stains. There are traces of a white substance around his pocket. Cocaine? Cocaine? Walks leaning on a cane. He's leaning on the cane for support. The way he's standing leaves no doubt. I just want to see where this is. Is this the other side of the ball? Oh, there is basketball! Oh. Side gate. This leads perhaps to the Blake private residence. The hinges are rusted over. It has been used in some time. Do you have golden ship? No idea. I don't know what that means. Is that a horse girl? I don't think so. I have two 3 stars. And I think the second one has white hair.
Is it?
I think.
They must have dredged the barrel to find so many unknowns.
All right, bro. I mean, you can't hit a guy with glasses, but you can hit a guy with a cane, all right? And you are at the top of some very steep stairs. Something tells me it's easy to knock you off balance, brother.
Cal O'Mara, sir. You?
Declan Ward. It's a pleasure. What brings you to the event?
Beyond the seance? If you must know, I guess I'm hoping the techniques used here can be repurposed to speak to other things.
What does that mean? Are you trying to learn how to talk to girls? Yo, you got some fucking coke? Are you aware there is a stain on your pocket, sir? Oh, so there is. That must be soap? Yeah, brother? Alright. Do you have something on your mind, Mr. O'Meara? You seem distracted. I always do. Don't take it personally. It's not a comment on the company. Not right now, it isn't. Anyways. You women, listen. What's the difference? Am I right? They're horrifying. But I can't stop either when they wish to consume me. I'm gonna get some chocolate. Also, it looks like the overheating thing isn't happening today, which is really nice. It means my weird little contraption I built worked, which, let me show it off. Get that out of the way. I took some styrofoam and, like, cut a base to put my laptop on, but you can see that it's kind of tilting in on itself. So I don't know how long it'll hold for, but for now it's holding, and it's held for a couple days. I did also cut my finger open doing that. Which is not... It's not a bad boo-boo. But when it was my... Is this the index finger? Is my poking finger? I cut the tip of it, and I touch phone screens for a living. It's what I do in my job. So all day I'm doing this. So when you have an open wound on the one part of your finger, so I've been touching screens with my middle finger and my thumb. Yeah, but I'm a survivor. I'm a tough guy. I'll make it through the winter. Now I'm gonna open my bag of white chocolate buttons. Because I've earned it. It's delicious. Do you know Evelyn? Have you by chance met Miss Dean? Have I? I mightn't even have shown my face if I knew Evelyn was here. But why should I suffer for her lack of decorum? Damn. Be worse, Amber had to get stitches. I imagine it was the same kind of cut, but I'm just cut differently, you know? Oh, I'm drinking the furry cider, by the way. Always sounds weird out of context, but I'm just gonna leave that without context. Because I've put myself in a position where it's... Don't worry about it. Hold on, Miss Dean turned down a marriage proposal I made to her a year or two ago? Bro doesn't know how to talk to girls. There was not a second thought to it. It'd have been one thing if I were just an offer of convenience, but I thought... I was stupid enough to ask if she'd mind me switching to room 16, you know? Just to be near her. So I knows what room she was staying in. At least I was there to overhear her and Miss Quinn arguing in the corridor the other evening. Honestly, quarantine needs to let it go. Evelyn just makes use of people. It's just how she is. Wait, so do you know Miss Dean's room? Do you happen to recall which room Miss Dean was staying in? Oh, she's beside mine. How did I forget that? I had sort of forgotten she was here. How did that happen? What? Strange occurrences? Have you noticed any strange occurrences around this place? I would say so, and I don't think I'm the only one. I've heard people talking about it. But as for me, I had a glass of water by my bedside the other night, and I woke up to the night to find it boiling. I sat and watched the entire thing evaporate. I didn't feel scared or any of that, not with my guardian there. When it was done, I went back to sleep. The next day, I thought I'd dreamed it, except when I woke up the next morning, I found the glass glass empty, cracked, and blackened. What the fuck does he mean by guardian? You have any weird dreams? I could swear this place is giving me the strangest dreams. Really, I haven't noticed anything like that. I don't think so, anyway. What's a strange dream when your dreams are always strange? Okay. But I can see how this place would inspire them. It's just that something doesn't feel quite right here. Or maybe I'm just hungover. I think my mouse is getting in the way. I don't really give a what's got you in a cane? Your cane? I hope it's nothing too serious. I was showing off while horse riding. What was I doing? What was I going to do when the mare spooked? Scared the daylights out of everyone, but I came out of it all right, aside from this. With luck, I'll be shot of it eventually. Well dressed. I wanted to compliment you on your fine clothes. It's fine attire. No, you noticed, did you? You have an eye for it then. It's not nearly so showy as I could get away with. But who's to care? Not me. I'm the one wearing it. Once I like what I'm wearing, I don't see much point in showing it off. There are grander things to be concerned with. Okay.
I'll be off.
Don't let me keep you.
Alright, well, you're a little sussy baka, but also a little intriguing. Some torn material, thick cotton with some signs of decoration. A night dress, maybe? Did somebody pass this way? Follow the trail through the manor. Interesting. Hidden residence. I guess the stables aren't out here. Chapel and graveyard. Access only on Sundays. Okay. See Bakas Pretty sure Jen does that already. Edge maze. A slipper? Where are they going? Yo, who the fuck's this? Oh, this is the seance person, right?
Ah.
Yeah.
Signor Ward. Yes?
You're the one that's going to get
yes.
everyone killed, apparently.
And you are?
My name? My name, Signor, is Carmela Mantovani. The same Carmela Mantovani who is hosting tomorrow evening's seance. The guest of honor, if you will.
The psychic? Is that how you know my name?
Ah, you flatter my abilities, Signor. No, I overheard the staff mention a new guest and worked the rest out. I'm something of the... detective. No?
I would say I'm something of a detective, too.
Another example. I think perhaps you're here for a different reason. Something not like the others.
And why would you say that, madame?
You do not recognize me or my name. I would wager good money that no others came this far
Pretty
west
good assumption on her
without
part.
some idea of those details. Come, allow me to read your cards. Perhaps we can discover your real name.
How many human hearts have you eaten to get to the power
Maybe
you're at
you
now?
will find a little direction along the way.
Yeah, sure.
After that display, how can I refuse?
Come closer then, Signor. A 3-card spread, Signor.
She looks sickly.
1 card for your past, 1 for your present, and 1 for your
I get
future.
presents? Ready for the tower? I mean, death has to be in here, right?
Let us begin.
Do we have any guesses? I think it's going to be like the sun, death, and then the hanged man. Or maybe the world. The magician?
The 3 of swords.
Oh, it's got the fucking... It's this minor arcanas too. This shit bullshit. She's a fraud. Get her, Frenchman. Sorry, it was a bot. It was a bot that got caught. Caught bot. Caught bot. Man. That bot was made today. Man.
Swords cover the intellectual realm. And this one in particular deals with heartbreak. Love, perhaps? But also grief, sorrow, perhaps even betrayal.
What?
Surely your cards can tell you which.
Yeah, get her, fucking Declan. Get her.
They're
10
pieces
of
of paper,
pentacles?
Signor.
Is that
They
really?
can't
Is
answer
there 10
anything.
pentacles? That's too many pentacles.
They put you in front of questions that you may choose to ask yourself. Or not. If these cards are to mean anything, only you will know it.
I love tarot cards and all, but like, get out of here with your mystic mumbo jumbo.
The tower.
Oh no. Oh no.
Major Arcana. These cards deal with big, life-changing affairs.
Yeah. I mean,
As you can see, lightning,
as you can
fire,
see, shit's fucked up. People dying.
destruction, and chaos are the purview of this card.
That sounds bad.
What is bad? This card would suggest that you are, or soon will be, in the middle of something significant and unavoidable. Bad is not the right word. But neither is it good.
I think it leans a little closer to bad than it does good, though. It's not quite neutral.
Oh, the wind!
Does that mean anything?
Everything means something, Signor. Normally, a card
I'm not a senior.
is
I'm pretty sure
upright
you're older than me.
or reversed. When upright, this card, the Wheel of Fortune, means good luck, prosperity. Reversed, it means, as you may suspect, bad luck.
I'm taking
and
Wheel of Fortune
misfortune.
and I'm trying to use it. I have no use for blank cards. I want to try to get the fucking
Let's go
foiled-
gambling! Aw, dang it! 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 Aw, dang
Give me a
it!
foiled
Aw,
madness.
dang it!
Perhaps all of our futures are very much
This is a
in
Balatro
your
joke, guys.
hands.
Make it a Balatro joke.
However
It's
you
stone
resolve your
cards the tower makes, not blank
this
cards
here and
as well.
now,
I fucked that
your
up.
own reason for attending. It seems likely to affect us all. You see, I was not wrong. There is more for you here than a mere seance.
Indeed. Though I am unsure what all this means.
Her reading seems legit. I'm still willing to let her die.
It means, Signor, tread carefully, but act decisively. So much hangs in the balance. And now, perhaps a more traditional conversation. See?
She went, the first card, she went, oh, something happened in the past that's important to you, but you have to decide the meaning. And we went, okay. And then she flipped the second card, she went, something big's gonna happen either tomorrow or the day after. And then she flipped the third card and she went, oh, I don't know. Shit's weird. I mean, it's the future. How am I supposed to fucking know?
What should we discuss, Signor?
Analyze. Shakes. Miss Mantovani's jewelry is quietly jangling. It's as if her entire body is shaking despite the mild temperature. I mean, it's outside in Ireland, so it's probably pretty fucking cold. Well-worn tarot deck. A tarot deck worn by years of use. Yo, she has death. And it's the same version of death that's in Balatro. I think all those cards were the same as the Balatro ones. Miss Mantovani looks very tired. Yeah, I'll ask her, but you're the mystic leading us in the grand seance. See, while I began my career with the tarot, I love it dearly. It does not provide the same show as a seance. There is nothing like it. Press your hand to the veil and feel another on the other side. The spirits coughing back. And this one, where the veil will fall down like stage curtains, there will be nothing to compare. Signor, I assure you. Colder than here? I would say equally as cold. Actually, there is snow in Ireland right now. Mum said that Pippin went out today and was like loving the fact that there's snow. But he just kept running around so fast that he was just skidding into the, like the house, the walls of the house. And the, like, brick walls. He just kept slamming into stuff, but was just so excited. Said it was so funny she forgot to film it. So, piss boy be pissing. Actually, I'll post a picture of Pippin in the Discord. It's been a while since Pippin update. These are recent piss boys. You feeling alright, Miss Montavani? Why do you... I'm alright, I'm fine. It's just a cough. Perhaps a cold from the weather. London is foggy, but here it is just damp to the bone. You know how to do an exorcism? You know anything about exorcisms, Miss Montavani? Exorcisms? Oh no, senor. I talked with the dead. If I were to chase them away, I would be out of work. But there are many magicians here. Someone more versed in death is certain to know anything you could ask. You been having weird dreams? In a place like this, how could one not? But the reoccurring one, the maze of corridors luring me to the seance, that is enticing. There is a force at work in the dreams here. You can feel it, no? It is not another practitioner. It does not have that focus. What it is and what it wants, I do not know. Perhaps it will be our guest at the seance. Aha! I'm sure now that there's a shared dream being experienced here. But what is it trying to convey and how can I find out? It's great. What? If only there were a way I could revisit and explore the dream itself. Interesting. Do you know Miss Dean at all? I don't suppose you've met Miss Dean, have you? We have met, not here, before in London, many times. She fluttered from person to person to suit her own agenda. I have seen the damage she has caused, so I stay away. She cannot poison the flowers she cannot land on. Curious. What's up with your shakes? Are you cold, miss? Your hands are shaking. Oh, I wouldn't. Don't worry about that. I have been... You were right, of course. I should be wearing my shawl.
That's
of course.
Unrelated to this whole thing? Yeah. I wonder if she's got poison in her fucking bedroom as well. Sounds like Miss Dean was setting herself up for something, though. Is this gonna be like an Orient Express? Well, spoilers for the for the fucking Orient Express story. The fuck is this? But is it? Oh, what's with the weird vision? This is it highlights. Anytime I hold left trigger, it highlights anything I can interact with. Murder on the Orient Express is a great story. Detective Poirot. But the big twist is everybody is in on it. And so I'm wondering, did everybody make her disappear and just kind of like turn a blind eye? Surely not the guy who proposed to her. We'll see. To my beloved Mary, may those who wander this maze be as lost as I am without you in my life. It's not that hard of a maze, I'm gonna be honest. Scorned lover. Possibly. Maybe he wasn't that lost. You know, I get what he's getting at. I just didn't want to say it out loud. Standing stone. An old standing stone with a geometric pattern on it. I wonder if it's real or a replica. Can we ask? Oh, it's a library topic. Terrifying. I was gonna say, I wonder if we could ask the druid about that, but I guess we just research it. Also, surely the woman who wanted to literally eat her heart, probably would have done that if she got to murder her. Footprints, they've sunk it into the ground. Whoever was standing here was here for a while. From their placement, they seem to be following the other person around the maze. What's this? The petals. They're arranged in some sort of unnatural shape. What the fuck? Yo, you can't be... Oh, okay, just be dragged along. I was like, you can't do that here. I don't care if it's Ireland or not. Fucking musking it up. Another memory, but what was that thing with Miss Dean? It was too large to be a person and transparent. Was it leading her through the maze? If so, to where? Was it another ghost or something else? And was the person watching it all? Was that the culprit observing their deeds? Wait, what's that sound? I'm also curious if Evelyn Dean has a, like, twin sister or something. Because of Dupree.
Oh. Well, what were you gonna say to the manager? Hardly likes me anyway. Can I help you, or whatever it is you want out here? I'm Doyle, by the way. The porter. We met, but he didn't bother to say hello.
Sorry, Doyle. Oh, you remembered. We didn't ask his name when we were going for breakfast. What you got there?
Well, I'm not letting you have any, if that's what you're at. God knows, this stuff's hard enough to get already. Anything decent is. I'm less likely to be bothered when I'm on my break.
Yeah, that's valid.
Not completely safe, though, apparently. Well, from the likes of you. Other people seem to forget that anyone could be in here at all. When they take their arguments outside, forget they might be heard.
Have you heard anything interesting? Tell me what you heard, and I promise this encounter stays between us.
Damn, Declan. Smart, smart.
Fine. Dean.
Evelyn Dean?
Her. Last Tuesday, work was quiet, so I slipped out here. I overheard her having a fight about something. No. All I could tell you is that it was a man. She was the one with the raised voice. Mostly drowned him out. Then, she stormed off. I don't know if he followed, but by the time I'd worked myself to a good vantage point, he was gone too. Bloody maze. Well, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Since we're good pals now, I'll tell you that I did try to get closer, but it was too risky. Probably some of this magic stuff they're all so keen on. You'd need to ask him.
A lot of good you are.
This has been helpful.
It really hasn't.
Is this why she's not been about the last few days? Vardy says she left, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I hope to learn.
Also, I need you to give me the telegrams.
Well, if you're gonna be snooping about, it was 8 p.m. they fought. I know because the bar was quiet with all the Blue Bloods playing bridge.
Who was Miss Dean arguing with before she went missing, and why? I can start by ruling out Father Sino and Master O'Finn, as they hadn't arrived by then, and Mr. Doyle, since the information came from him. Walter, too, as it was an adult man she fought with. Also, you can mark off all the ladies. Best alibis. Okay. Okay, we're starting to get into mysteries now. I like this. I like it. Yeah. Now we got mysteries stacked on mysteries, and then when we solve one mystery, we solve another. Hopefully.
What on earth?
What the fuck? What did I just see? Was that real? A giant figure smithing. What could it mean? An old anvil covered in Celtic knotting. Despite its obvious age, it shows no signs of wear or rusting. Its immense size must mean it was only intended for use by whatever it was that I saw using it. Tom? Tom Bombadil? No. Tom, my love. Tom, Tom, Tom. Tom Bombadil. Tom Bombadil. Alright, so I have no idea where the stables are. We did finish it. Missy Fox has now watched Lord of the Rings. I wonder if the front courtyard leads to stables. She did. It was great. So good. What's your fucking alibi, lad?
You.
You attend the bridge game the other night? The bridge game? That was Tuesday. I did not. No, I was elsewhere in my room praying, I imagine. Yes, that would have been it. Oh, that's fucking suspicious as hell, brother.
I'll be off, Mr. O'Mara.
Don't let me keep you.
Bird.
Another crow?
Gimli was your favorite. I think Gimli and Mary, because you were so mad when you thought Mary died. After the Battle of Gondor. But that's fair.
Is that Master Walter watching the grounds from the Blake residence? That's quite the vantage point, I wonder what secrets he's seen.
Also, just to save her some face, I also cried. I cry every time I watch Lord of the Rings. It's so good. She just didn't, it's strong moments. So you're just so enraptured by the moment that you don't see me cry. Little rabbit. Little rabbit. What is this? There's a closet. Okay, so. Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Alright, we're not going in there. Like. Mr. Dupree, we've gone in already. Callahan's the one we went into and got discovered. Miss Callahan. Sounds like there's someone on the other side. Okay. Well, That is why that thought is so recently on my mind. It's because she really wanted to see me cry, and watching Sam follow Frodo across the river was not good enough for her. So we had to go see my lowest of lows, and truly my highest of highs.
Oh, please. You think this is the first time I have had scripture nailed to my door? And Leviticus 20:27?
Bro's Martin Luthering it.
This is not even original. I think I know did this. I will have to talk with her. But for now, I need a moment to sit.
Yeah, I've been doing the coughing justice. Her? Who could you be talking about? What does that Bible verse mean? Clearly someone in this hotel has bad blood with Miss Mantovani. She thinks it's a woman. Could it even be Miss Dean? And that knife, something tells me they're not likely to stop at threats. I have. I forget. What moment was that? I do remember almost making myself cry. Sometimes the emotions just get to you, you know? Oh yeah, we're going to the stables. NPCs had big moments. There was one that really got, like, I had to stop because I was gonna cry. I don't remember what it was.
Mr. Ward.
It's actually very important to tell you, but it's a secret. One of those hush-hush secret society things, you see? Alright, well, that's not useful. Why can we ask her about the drawing? I don't suppose you recognize the woman Mr. Dupree has been drawing. Is that Evelyn Dean? Why would he be... No, I'm sure it must be his Laura. It must be. He's recently lost a friend, you see. She was something of a pagan fire priestess. That's sick. That's a sick name. I think that is why he is so fond of the fire pit in the maze. But really, that is not my story to tell. Okay. Who's been the most distraught? What do you mean? Have you recently removed a ring, Mrs. Darcy? I may or may not have. In either case, it's none of your concern. I already know that you killed your husband. Do you have any reason to believe that your husband was writing to someone he shouldn't? Yeah, okay. It's all just... What can you tell me about the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn? Oh, well, Mr. Ward, I'm not sure I should say anything at all. I wouldn't want to betray their trust in me, you understand?
That was all.
Ew, that's what the brooch is. Okay. That's the secret society she's yapping about. I don't think I was even playing a character who was, like, really sad. Because in that moment, I wouldn't stop myself from crying, you know? You just let... You know, you play the character. But I think this was just a moment of, like, a character being like, well, of course I'll help. And that really got to me. I don't remember. Honestly, it could have been a Stid moment, because Stid's pretty emotionless, but does make me weepy, because she's just so great. Who knows? If you don't know, I DM. I play D&D. And we're going to be starting up again on Sunday. We had a break over Christmas, and it's been too long. And possibly within the year, that campaign will be finished. Who knows? I mean, it could be finished next week, you know, if you guys all die. Here's the stables. We find it. If you guys all, like, fuck up and explode. All the players are, don't worry. It's locked. Whoa. Mr. Hunter. You got gloves. You got a weird thing that's clipping in the background. You got gloves. Scent of oats and sugar. I suspect he's got treats for the horses in his pocket. Well, I like this guy. Maybe he's got treats for me. He's been stabbed. Sturdy working clothes and well worn in. He must spend a lot of time outside. Possibly. Don't say locked. I said it and I completely ignored it in the hopes. Are you a horse? Well, I'm often described as quite the stallion. What's that? Silk scarf. His fine blue scarf seems at odds with the rest of his attire. This guy looks like he'd get stabbed and take it like a champ.
Well, a new guest. You,
By your mother.
My help, then.
I did. You be the stable master, I take it.
It's an awful joke that I'm refusing to make, and I don't think I can even make it. If someone's like, no, say it anyway. I don't think I can. It's too
trust
soon.
your trip was a pleasant one.
I'm just gonna move on.
I've had worse.
This guy's
The
cool.
roads
We
are
know
here
he
are
wasn't the
more,
one screaming with Miss
robust than
Dean
back
because
east.
I assume the porter
to
would have
meet you.
recognized his voice.
Ah, no, a conversationalist. I wasn't expecting that. If I'm spoken to as late as about that damn seance. Hunter, sir. Dara Hunter. I'm pleased to meet you too, though.
This guy hunts Dara's? Damn. You should go to kill Dara.
It's
You have a lot in
Declan
common with the people there.
You're against the seance.
No, not really. I just worry about her getting hurt. Them, you, the guests, I mean. Anyway, Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
Just worried about her getting hurt. Interesting. Nice scarf. Your scarf is quite the fancy piece. A gift from an old friend I had not seen in years. Everyone here's to see the dead, but it's brought the living back to me. Is your fursona a horse? I'm pretty convinced, and I'm sure anyone that knows me is pretty convinced that it's probably a dog. Maybe I have a horse's mentality. I did own a horse for a bit. I guess I didn't own him. We rented him. Were you playing? I heard there was a game of bridge on Tuesday evening. Oh, I wouldn't know that sort of things for guests and the staff serving drinks. And I, as I'm sure you can tell, am neither. No, I was stood outside trying to get the stable door done before the night chill set in. I believe him. I trust him with my life. The door to room 15, it's missing. As in, it's not where it should be. Has it been walled over? No offense, sir, but I understand the meaning of the word. I can go take a look later, if you want, but it's not the first time this has happened. Some time ago, one of the Blakes supposedly walled up some young lovers after he was slighted. They were never found. Anyway, I'll take a look, but maybe one of your magical lot got some inspiration from him. It looked like someone's crammed something inside the luggage room vent.
Now, who would go and do a thing like that? Ah well, when I have time, I'll get a screwdriver from the stables and get that fixed, thanks.
Looks like we gotta rob. What is this? Times he was working that. Why can't I discuss this with him? You said you were repairing the stable door on Tuesday evening.
Aye, it would have been Tuesday. Had to do it right when it was broken. Saved me from making another stall. I think I missed some meetings for it. The horses have my best interest in mind.
Okay. You got any treats? I noticed there's a sugary smell about it. Do you happen to have sugar cubes in your pockets? Listen, I know sugar cubes are treats for horses, but like, plop that in a cup of tea? Yes, please.
I do, and oats as well. Ooh, and oats. Ooh. For the horses, obviously. Oh. Us staff do get better fare than that. Ha. The horses trust me well enough, but it never hurts to have something to treat them with, especially when they're unsure of new people.
Why are some of these locked? Did you know Misty?
I have.
Oh?
Doesn't do well to speak ill of the guests.
Was she a frequent visitor to the manor?
Can't say for sure, but in the 3 years I've worked here, it was my first time meeting her.
Off the head of my mouth. I mean, you know, if you want to expedite the process, why not? There's a lot to ask questions about, but we're almost at the end of the hour, so I mean, like, we could spend our last 4 minutes petting. Pet. Yoink. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go check the luggage room, and we're gonna see if it's empty. And if it's not empty, maybe the horse will have info. I didn't take speak with animal when I was creating my character, or pet pal. That's on me. I missed out on that route. We're gonna see if the luggage room's empty, and if it's not, we'll go and we'll chat to someone for 3 minutes, and then the hour will pass. And then maybe we'll be able to go see if the luggage room's empty then. Okay, it looks pretty empty. See what's behind this.
It's a letter. Crumpled but readable. To Miss Evelyn Dean. We have never met, but I know who you are. What you are. Why does magic come so easily to you? Yet you struggle with reaching your full potential, and I have the answers. There's a seance being held on October 31st at Blake Manor in Connemara. Believe me when I say it will change your life forever. There you can unlock your true potential. Your true destiny. Power is for the deserving, Evelyn. Do you deserve it? It isn't signed.
Suspicious. through the hedge maze by someone while the port, or by a shadowy figure while a third party watched. That doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? Okay. I can discuss this with the young lord? Curious. So, the letter is clearly written by whoever lured her here. Which does heavily rule out the druid, because he can't write. He doesn't know how to write. I think he's the only one we've found so far that can't write. Honestly, with the way this works, it's probably worth just asking everybody every question at some point, you know? It does pass the time, which is unfortunate. But it's most likely the way to go. Let's ask Dupree before he moves from here, where he was during the card game. Again. The bridge game. Do you attend Tuesday's bridge game? Almost, but the lovely Miss Mantovani offered me a reading. How could I refuse? So I skipped the game. Okay.
Not at all, Mr. Ward.
But she's gone into her room, so we can't fucking validate that information. Yeah. Fuck. Forcing you to change your line of investigation is cool. It is. But then I feel like you corner a character like Dara, where you know he's... Where's the schedule? You know he's gonna be here for the next while, so you're like, well, let's just fucking go in on him, you know? Because who knows where he'll be. It is cool. I really like this game.
Mr. Ward.
I was worried after the first stream that it was going to be a lot of small mysteries, but so far we haven't gotten any answers, except that Mrs. whatever the fuck her name is a crazy killer, has really fallen off the deep end. Mrs. Darcy. Okay, I feel like he'll give us a straight answer about Walter Blake. What do you know of Walter Blake? The young master. He's a good lad. I take him for walks around the grounds from time to time, but he doesn't talk much. I'm told he's been quite quiet since the carriage accident that killed his mother and maimed him. For my time, all that, but he does like to go through her maze when I have him out. Misses her something awful, poor lad. Okay. And then it's too close to the next hour.
I'll be off.
But he did give us a good answer. He got crippled and his mum is dead.
Right, yeah.
Right, you are. And now we're at 11 o'clock, so there's a talk going on. It's pretty cool. Let's see. Note. Looks like a message from a supplier. They're expecting a delivery at Sunday at 9 a.m. Another person has noted it should take them a few hours to move it all into the basement. I don't know what that means. It's clipboard. A record kept by the stable master on the horse's health. Okay. And then, is this the carriage? Somewhat less impressive when seen in this environment. I wonder if this is the carriage that maimed him and took his mother. Broken doors. Old stall doors, badly damaged. Oh. Okay. Feel like this is the safe code. Was it 24? I've forgotten it. I went past it. I lost my train of thought. 26, 14, 32. Oops. Thank you. So useful. 26, 14, 32. 26. That hurt my eyes. 13. It was 14. $26. $14. What's the last one? 32. Do you have to pass the second number like an actual lock? What does that mean? Pass the second. Master key, the groundsman's key. This may be very useful indeed. It may even unlock some of the guests' rooms. Sick. Northwest quarter. Cool. What is this? Twigs and horsehair? They're covered in soot for some reason. They don't seem sturdy enough to be of practical use. Maybe might they be for a ritual or charm of some sort? If so, what would Master Hunter want with these? Can we just ask him? No horse? Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that. That was the ghost of Mr. Hands. That was the ghost of Mr. Hands in there. Oh, I get what you mean. Dude, this horse looking kind of derpy. Kind of look like he got one big tooth. No. Alright, we're gonna pet you.
Love. Good girl.
You don't got like a Mr. Hands ghost in there? I got an achievement for petting the horse.
Mr. Wall.
Do you know much about witchcraft and magic, Mr. Hunter?
Well, I wouldn't call it witchcraft, but I have my own way of things. There's a long tradition in Scotland of knowing how to bring a person good fortune and ward off evil. Things you can make to that effect and the like.
Okay, well that wasn't very useful.
Oh. Right, yeah.
Right, you are. Curious that there's this little area over here. Alright. It's upstairs. The voice change? Yeah, of course. Because I was trying to figure out what his fucking accent was. I was like, it's not Irish, but it sounds Irish, so maybe it's just a certain county in Ireland. And then he said Scotland. I was like, yeah, that's it. Of course, of course. Alright, let's attend the talk. Actually, the porter might be outside. I'll talk to him. Nope, he's not. Never mind. We'll attend the talk. We'll see if we know where this porter is. And then we'll probably finish up for the night.
Welcome, all of you, to my home. I am Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, Lord of this manor, and all the land that can be seen from it. I've been asked to speak with you about the house and its history, which dates back to 1652. My ancestor, Edward Blake, was granted this land in the winter of 1651. The following summer, work began on the castle that, in turn, became this manor. The building has been expanded many times over since then, and you would be hard-pressed to tell the original building and the additions apart. But the main compound is roughly expanded to 5 times its original size.
Interesting.
This is not counting the basement, which was added in the late 1700s. Of course, the Great Famine was hard on much of Ireland.
You're telling me, brother.
And we were no exception. Those were hard years on the land and our family. My father sold much of the estate and made some daring investments across Europe. They did not pay off. And so, when I was of age and title, I turned the manor into a hotel. What remains of the land is still farmed or forested, of course. You, sir, a question.
Thank you, Marquess. Not to turn things gruesome, but is it true what they say about the walled-up rooms?
Spending too much time digging around in our library, eh, Mr. Scarrett? Certainly, it is rumored that Percival Blake bricked away 2 young lovers for angering him.
Bro got bricked up.
Set across from one another so they could hear each other's final days.
Oh, that's fucked up.
We
Yeah, agreed.
That said, no such chambers were found, nor records of work being done that matched the timing. It is true that a young couple did indeed vanish with no record, but that wasn't uncommon for that era. Over the years, some staff, and yes, even guests, have reported hearing sobs from a young woman in the east of the manor, but given the lack of evidence, these are likely flights of fancy. As such, we continue to display a portrait of Percival Blake. That said, I did have it moved from the main halls on the staff's request. Now it is in one of the towers.
The vampire!
Though I can't recall which.
The vampire.
Thank you, Marquis. Any more tragic deaths to share?
Maybe your husband's, bitch.
All death is tragic, Mrs. Darcy.
Except your husband's. So sorry for your loss.
I'm not sure this place has any more tragedy than any other family in this land.
Then why all the ghost stories? I don't think we all gathered here for no reason.
That's perhaps a better question for Miss Mantovani. No more questions? Okay. Let us conclude then. Thank you all for your time. I shall take my leave. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here at Blake Manor.
Oh, the map's gone. I wanted to look at the map. There's a lot of people to talk to here. Oh, you think that's possibly why the pauses were happening? That's an interesting point. A lot of folks to talk to here. What does it mean, mystery? Okay, so I can just go into their specific part. And then I did act. Okay, I'm starting to see how this game's proceeding, and I'm quite excited. This is a way to get someone to not attend. Yeah, you're probably right, too. I wonder if we did prevent characters from attending. I don't know, though. We have a couple people we can talk to here, but we only have like 19 minutes until they dip. So we can probably talk to like a person and a half. We could also analyze everyone. The fact that it was cut up. Yeah, I was curious why that was, and your explanation's probably correct. Mysterious crest on necktie. He's wearing a crest pinned to his necktie, but I don't recognize it. He also has a cane. Ornamental cane. He's not leaning on it. It's just for show. Is it a matter of fashion, or does he have it for some other reason? Monocle, mustache. Cigar stains. There's a strong smell of cigar on the man's breath, and his mustache is stained with them. Actually, these are all lads here. I mean, except for Miss Darcy. We should ask them all about the bridge game while we have them.
Terrible weather out, eh? Really ruined my morning walk. Still, we're safe enough from it in here. Where are my manners? I'm Michael Scarrett, over
It's
from
me!
London.
Oh, never mind.
And you mark my words, young man. That's a name everyone will remember by the end of this event.
Declan Mord.
You a fan of bridge? Were you at the bridge game on Tuesday night? Oh, I don't think so. On Tuesday, no, I was relaxing fireside in the library. Nobody's attended this bridge game.
Good day.
Good.
Alright, I'm not gonna ask anyone else. Anything else? Michael from London. Disgusting. Would their ship name be my name? Where are they? Oops. No, because it's... Oh yeah, it would be, right? No, it's both their first names. Donal and Michael. A cross in the Celtic style, a sign of his faith, mingled with one of his heritage. What else are we looking at here? His knuckles? Raw hands. His hands are red raw with a subtle but unmistakable smell of modern doctor's office. Brother's got raw hands.
On your face.
I'm sorry.
You're a little late, but you haven't missed the main event at least. Who might you be?
The guy that ratted us out when we stumbled
My
in,
name
when
is
we
Declan
accidentally
Mord.
fell into his room.
Pleased to meet
you know?
you, Mr.
We could snoop. Oh, we could snoop in their rooms right now as well.
Doctor, as it
No,
happens.
We just gotta
Dr.
talk.
Rory Callahan. Very pleased to meet you too.
Rory Callahan.
And yes, before you ask, I am related to Thea Callahan, her nephew and apprentice. But I've taken what she's taught me and improved it through the application of science. And this weekend, I will prove the value of my approach, once and for all.
Very curious what you mean by that. But also, do you like bridge?
I hear there was a bridge game the other evening. Did you play? I did. Mrs. Darcy dragged me in on my aunt's suggestion. Mr. Scarrett was meant to play, but he was preoccupied in the library and left them down a player on short notice. Did many attend? Enough for 2 tables. Oh, beautiful answer, sir. Miss Barbosa, Miss Quinn, and Mrs. Lau were there. Marquise Blake joined us too, as did Mr. Coventry. Amazing answer, my friend.
Be well.
Has that gone right into... Is it... Have I just flipped this the other way around? By a third party while a shadowy figure watched? No. Do you think she was...
Something guided Miss Dean through the grounds, though I'm not yet sure to where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit. Can I learn anything useful about the culprit from this?
The boot prints belong to them.
The
That's
extra
about it.
prints in the hedge maze must belong to the culprit. So now I know they wear a medium-sized boot.
I'm not going around measuring everybody's feet.
I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
I was led to the hedge maze where Miss Dean's trail went there and went cold. What was the thing that led Miss Dean through the maze? Was it another ghost or something? What do you mean another ghost? Maybe the staff have heard of it or seen it before, or maybe some of the guests might know. What does he mean by another ghost? Okay, so this is the one I'm curious of solving. Okay, I may be a little in over my head on solving this one. Why can we eliminate the druid? Oh, yeah, because they hadn't already shown up. Yeah, that's fair. There's a lot to go down here, but I think this is the next mystery I wish to solve. This is a lot of fun. I do like this. Let's piece out this mystery. Shared dreams. So we can discuss the fact that we have shared... I don't know why it's locked. I guess maybe it's... No, I don't know why it's locked. Very curious. And Miss Dean's attendance. Well, what brought her to the place in the first... Yeah, the invitation, right? Whatever else she may have hidden away in secret. Okay, curious. Yeah, this conspiracy board thing works really well because it, like, you know, it's fun and interactive, and it makes the mystery seem really complicated. But also, it is really useful. Like, it gives me something to follow.
And then we have a lot of people to knock out still. So I shouldn't ask... Well, I should still ask you. No, you weren't here in time for the bridge game. I had to design the maps. It probably was a lot of fun, I imagine. You know, I'm just not interested in you right now. I feel like because you arrived so late, you're probably not suspicious at all. As much as you look like a freaky old man. I'll come back to you. So what I want to do is... Oh, we should ask Toussaint. I doubt... I'm sure he was at the game. No, he wasn't at the game. But I doubt he was the one fighting with her. He may know something, though. You're right. While we have him here, we may as well. It's just the fact that we're 13 minutes off the next hour. Bridge game. You didn't happen to attend the bridge game on Tuesday evening. I did not. I'm not really one for socializing. Did you find anything more interesting to pass your time? You were probing. I have something you want, no? Information, perhaps? Oh, I suppose we are friends now. That you have done me my favor, yes? The answer is a boring one. I sat the event out. I found a pleasant nook in the east corridor and read. But you do not need to trust me, monsieur, though it is the truth. The cook, Mademoiselle Murphy, I had to ask her to bring me a sandwich at that evening. She can attest to my whereabouts. Yeah, I don't really care about
that's all.
Validating your answer. What was that weird effect that happened? He like shot a brainwave at me.
Hello, Father. My name... I've only just arrived. I just wanted to say hello.
Very good. You want my name? Of course. Father Lorcan Sinnott.
Good to meet you, Father.
I am sure.
I'm surprised to see a Catholic priest at a seance.
Is that so? Worried for my eternal soul, are you? That I should attend something so blasphemous? Worry not, dear child. The Church keeps an eye on all such things. It is good for us to know what secrets these events uncover, what secrets these old houses hold.
Just give him a little once-over. He's got a cross. I wonder what that can mean. His Resurrectix looks different to any I've seen. Strange Bible, not one that I recognize. He does not look well. Okay, well, what the fuck? I don't think this man's from a traditional church. His scarring looks as if he's seen some sort of combat. Katie, is he part of the, your order? Twilight Order? What's up with your scars, bro? Forgive my prying, Father, but you look as though you've been through the wars.
My scars. Yes, I was a missionary in my youth. Foolish enough to think I could bring enlightenment to the masses, though word instead of deed, through word instead of deed.
Anywhere exotic?
Many places, Mr. Ward, but do not be so arrogant as to think it's only the darkest parts of the map that need their eyes opened.
Probably not. That's fair.
It's hard to save a soul here in Ireland as anywhere else. Further away from the dark does not mean closer to the light.
How to talk exactly? What's up with your Bible, bro? I don't recognize your Bible, Father. What translation is it?
It's an uncommon translation I picked up on my travels.
That is strange. What is the focus of your edition?
Its focus, for those with the eyes to see, it shows all. I would not think too hard about it.
Alright, bro. Do you know how to perform an exorcism? Why can I ask him about this? Oh, because he's the L, probably, that is Dupree's friend. So, are they in the same religion? No, because surely the Lady of Death, or whatever, Dupree's one, wouldn't have crosses. You know anything about this urn? Mr. Dupree's friend was cremated, not something I've seen before. Choosing to be burnt rather than buried is beyond me.
Cremation is generally frowned upon as a burial right here. I fail to see why the vessel is irrelevant. This friend finds a piece of text.
Slowly become. What are you talking about? Oh, becoming mushy. Did you know Evelyn? Have you talked with Miss Dean recently? I don't think the microphone's picking it up anymore. Why can't I ask him about the letter? I found this letter from Miss Varley. Why would the bishop be writing to a hotel manager?
Unwavering man is I don't give.
Oh, I skipped a line. Whatever, he's old.
And the Magdalene laundries give him plenty of that.
Yeah, fuck the Magdalene laundries.
To think one ourselves God by punishing women for having children. That them is good and just to separate mother and child. My difficult father says it does not line up well with the teaching of
Jesus Christ.
No, Mr. Varley would be best off getting up on this child. Get no answers from Donegan or the church. I wonder who the mother is, or rather, I suppose it is rather obvious.
Wait, what? Wait, what are they talking about? This is his velociraptors. It's such a funny line. Wait, so Mr. Varley had a child with one of the ladies and it got taken to the Magdalene laundries? I've been too lost in this character and... no, I don't have to research the Magdalene laundries. Irish history for folks. The Magdalene laundries were for unmarried women who had children to help make them and their children disappear. It sucked. Thankfully, doesn't exist anymore. Otherwise, I wouldn't exist. Who's... Interesting that we can't ask the fucking Varkey's Blake or whatever his name is about the strange occurrences. He's the only other one. Usually not, it was a case of like you've been kicked out of your home, you know? It's like, do homeless people want to be homeless? Do the people on the street want to sleep there, kind of thing? Some of them, maybe. Most, no. Does disappear mean die? In most cases, they were sent off to America. And, you know, like, sold in some cases. Not great places. And a lot of different things happened to those people. My mom actually helped some people from there because what would happen is a mother and her child would get sent off to America, end up in New York, but the child would have been so young that they had no like birth records or anything like that. So then growing up in America, they would have no the mother would die from, you know, being a single mother and all this stuff. This was like 100 years ago. Yeah, it's currently happening during this game. So people, mothers and their children would get sent over there, and then when growing up, if the mother died, the child would have no connection to their family in Ireland or anything like that. Like they would have no way of finding them. And then once they get back here somehow, they wouldn't have an Irish passport or like identity or, you know, any of that stuff. So my mom used to help those people. You know, she would connect them with politicians who would like learn their history and help set them up for a while. Because these people would move here and then just be like living out of like a van that they got, or be paying for like a hotel and living in a hotel. And so they would be like working some job where they're making like $80 a day, and then 70 of those bucks is going to their hotel room for the night. And then, you know, they would have just no money. Shit sucked. Your mom isn't 100. Yes. If that's what I mean, that's the real reason why it fucking sucked. Because if it did exist 60 odd years ago, then I wouldn't exist. Well, no, actually, I would be 20. I'm not 60. I was thinking about when my mom was born. But my mom was born in marriage. If it existed 26 years ago, I wouldn't exist. It might have existed when she was around. I don't remember exactly when it went away, but it sucks. Bad part of history. There's plenty of good books written about it. I don't know the names of any of them, and they're probably in Irish, to be honest. But that's part of our like Irish class in school, is learning that history. Fun stuff. All right, I have no more to talk to him about. Let's ask.
I'll take my go with God.
We already asked him.
Go with God.
Do we ask you about the bridge game? We didn't.
We meet again, Mr.
I guess we did.
Good day.
Good day.
Took them to America.
Over to New York City.
That's why there's so many Irish people in Ireland or in America. Why every white guy is like, I'm 1/32nd American. I mean Irish. Mr. Gilman was showing me that on his he took a DNA test, and he was showing me that it's like Scottish north of Ireland, and he was like, so where would that be on the map? And I was like, well, the north of Ireland. And he was like, oh, okay, and is that where you're from? And I was like, well, not what they're referring to. And I was like, you're also probably, your name's Gilman, so it's probably Scottish. And he was like, nah, we're cut from the same cloth. I was like, okay, sure. He was like, if I pay them more money, will they give me more information on that? It also was like 2%. I And I was like, no, don't do it. Don't pay them more money. Okay, I'm gonna return to the atrium, and then we're gonna finish there for the night because I need to go pee. But this game's for fun. I'm excited to play more of it. I don't know when we'll be back for more, but we will return. We could also snoop in someone's bedroom. Any of the ones that are currently in the drawing room. Your brother did one. My mom did one of those tests and found out she was 98% Irish. And she found that it was like 0.2% Korean, I think. And she went and found that relative that she has a blood relation to, like, way down, and like reached out to them on Facebook or some shit. She like chatted to them. So that was fun. That was fun to learn that I can say the Asian slurs. I just need to learn them first. Well, I don't know about me. I don't think I'll ever do them because I'm okay being just taking my mom's DNA and being like, I'm 98%. I don't want to then learn that my dad was actually like 2/3 English or some shit and be like, God damn it, you know? 0.2% Korean blood. Oh, yeah, I guess it would be 0.1%. You're right. See, this I don't think I'll. I really need to pee, so I'm gonna run. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This was a lot of fun today, and I'm excited to delve more into this mystery. It has captured Paradise Killer in a sense. I do like it. I like that it's Irish. I will say I like the vibe of Paradise Killer more just because it's fucking nuts. But I do enjoy the Irish vibe too. So this game, yeah, they're both great games. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how satisfying the mystery pans out in the end. I need to pee really bad. I gotta go. Bye. Get out of here. Go. Paradise Killer.